For this episode, we are going to do things a little bit more personally this time, more personally. And we're going to take this opportunity to talk about our journeys and what led us here over the years, and what our thoughts are and our goals for this entire project. So, for Kayla brought this up. We have actually never said this on the show before about what the hell is up with the name of this podcast. And it started.
Listeners ask. I was like, okay, cool. Though you care though. Like, yeah.
Kayla is the mother of this podcast. Like, Kayla came up with this idea, I feel like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, during the pandemic.
It was a long time. Yeah, was it during the pandemic? Oh, so yeah, it was 3 or 4 years.
But it was always like us three though. You know, whatever. I had the idea. You did the
legwork. There was someone else too. There were 4 people. I don't remember who the 4th person was, but it was someone I didn't know. But I don't remember who the other. It was like, there was and so Kayla sent me a message, and she said, like, out of nowhere, like, I mean, we had never talked about anything like this before. Yeah. And she's like, hey,
she's good at that.
I got a question for you. I have this idea for a podcast where we could, talk about our experience with Independent Fundamental Baptism, Baptist Church and everything. And, just go over like what we've learned over the years. And I have a couple friends who I think might be interested in on this, but I wanted to see if this is something that you might be interested in. And my
reply was epic. I just save your reply in my heart forever. I was so nervous, CJ. I was like, he's going to think I'm so dumb. He's going to be like, oh, hey, there's a pandemic happening. Are you okay? You want to talk about church? CJ, you came back with it.
Yeah. My reply was something like, Kayla, I've never loved an idea.
Like, I don't want to do anything else. There's nothing else I would like to do.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing I'd rather do more. Yes, that's right. Yeah. And, what made it so crazy, too, is that this is before any of us had done any like social media stuff. Like, none of us had any idea what we were doing. And I remember like chains of emails back and forth trying to figure out how to set up. I was trying to go through not Audacity. It was the Anchor to try to set up podcasts. And you had
I set us up a Gmail account and then I locked us out immediately.
That checks. I wish I could say I was surprised.
Damn, guy. And so a lot of trial.
At all. I don't know why you guys, like, I'm an idea guy. Okay.
So that didn't get off the ground. And then late last year, maybe early this year, we started talking about it again and putting it together. And we were having these conversations through text messages, the 3 of us. And we were talking about how therapeutic something like this could be for us. And I mentioned that it's kind of strange how this worked out, that we all had this like deeply traumatic experience when we were little. And now we're adults and we can look back on it and that we've learned, but we also forgot a lot about it until we started talking about it amongst ourselves. And I mentioned how it was kind of like the kids in Stephen King's It, where they fought this monster when they were children and then they grew up and forgot about it. But then when they got back together, they all remembered and processed it. And then Kayla sent a text, the Kids from It podcast. I was like, that is genius. That is genius right there. Yeah, that was fantastic. So that's the origin of our name is Kayla came up with that. So I thought that was pretty good.